Near the end of the semester, I imagine some of you feel like this image is where you are. Yeah, where are you in this image, though? Put yourself somewhere and try to figure out how to get to another part of the image. Can you see a way to get up the stairs, through the hole, climb up, through, around? This is kind of how life works. And you got to figure out how to negotiate the puzzle, the maze. But is it a maze? Or is it all similar? And is there a simple way to make things work? Well, in here, it's your mission log. And I've been saying this since the beginning. Your work plus your story that you got to tell is your evidence that you're working. And then back to this pattern, because that's what it is. It's a pattern. How do you make a pattern like this? Where's the repeating element? And there was a student today trying to make a pattern out of an irregularly shaped object that had gaps in it. And how can you fit it together? Well, this is part of the puzzle. But this is a little more complicated because it's not so obvious. Here is how they fit together, which you can't really tell until you change the opacity and you see that this is the element that repeats over and over and over. And it was made out of the ISO starter kit. How did I come up with this? Well, I just trial and error, looking at it, trying to figure it out. But the same thing goes for master pixels or the desktop pictures or anything we're doing. It's all a matter of looking at things a little differently. How can you figure out how to fit your own personal puzzle together? Now, before you get hung up on trying to do something complicated, simplicity. Get back to the basics and think about how much time is left. What can you do? How can you build 3 solid mission logs? This week, next week, and then finals week. Because your final mission log is part of your final. There's something else too. I had people ask me today, Scott, is the final important? Are we having a final? Yes, we're having a final. Yes, it's very important. No, you don't have to study for it. But yeah, starting working right now would be a really good idea. Work. Figure out how to put your own puzzle together. And I'm not talking about isometrics. I'm not talking about Illustrator patterns. I'm talking about whatever you're doing in here. How do you buckle down, focus, and make something happen? How do you tell your story? Present your work, because presentation matters to provide your evidence to get the grade you want. It's in the mission log.